Go. Great. Well, hello and welcome everyone. Well, this is interesting because it says Winter Solstice 2020, and it is not. It is Winter Solstice 2021. So we're off to a terrific start, aren't we? And maybe it feels like the years have just dribbled away, and it could be 2020 in terms of time that we have lost. But anyway, it's good to have everyone here. And hello from France to all of you lovely ladies from Carol. Thank you, Carol. We'd love to. There you are. Where in France are you, Carol? Can you unmute yourself?
Yes, I
Right.
live in the countryside east of Paris. And to give you an idea, somewhere halfway between Paris and Reims, where they make champagne.
Oh, lovely. Wonderful. Well, thanks for joining us. It's delightful to have you here.
Pleasure.
Okay, so we will, as those of you who have been online with me know, sometimes this computer gets a little cranky and it's a little difficult to get her started to move down to the next slide. So we're gonna see if we could get her going. So on behalf of my wonderful, insightful, beautiful partner, Judy Keating in Wise Transformation, we welcome you. And if you'd like to reach out to us, our website is very easy, www.wisetransformation.com. And both Judy and I have emails at wisetransformation.com. So feel free to reach out, join our community. We have a beautiful, active, loving, non-judgmental community of like-minded women, and like-minded in the sense that we understand that we are living in the mystery of life, and everything is open to be revealed to us as we move along. So we're going to begin by calling in sacred space, something we always do for our programs. And if you can just ground yourself, if you want to put your feet on the ground, close your eyes, inhale, take a beautiful, deep breath of life into your lungs. And know that that air not only brings us life, but it brings us clarity. It brings us the ability to see beyond our eyes, to understand, to imagine, to create agendas for ourselves, to move forward into all of our successes and into our abundance. And under your feet, you feel Mother Earth. She's a little chilly right now, but she still affords us all the love and the nurturing that are hers to give, that bring us the soul of who we are up through her, so that we understand that we are human form having a spiritual experience. Calling in the energy of water, that we may feel all that there is to feel at this sacred time of year, that we may balance joy and sorrow, that we may love extraordinarily strongly, that all of the passion that we feel is allowed to come out in conjunction with the element of fire. Fire helps us run that passion, helps us run our life force. Fire gives us the heat that we need in the winter, provides the fuel within us to make sure that we can run that energy strongly ambitiously, and that when it's time to sleep, we let the fire dwindle and we rest. We call in the energy of spirit, the God of our understanding, whatever that may be nature, maybe God, Goddess, whatever calls you, your higher consciousness, call that in to be with you this day. We call in the energy of gratitude for all that is ours and for this beautiful circle of women who have come together to share their wisdom, to share their thoughts, and to celebrate the sacred time of the year. And so it is. Ooh, does anybody have anything they'd like to add to that? No, Carol's saying no. Okay. Well, thank you all. All right, so winter solstice, the return of the light, and this ability to release the darkness. And it does seem strange, doesn't it, that there's so much darkness at this time of year, and it's hard to incrementally see these couple of little minutes that we have a little more light each day. But we know it's there. And so we're going to talk a good bit today about that faith, that ability to know and to trust. And I see a message coming in. Thank you, Carol. Said the opening was beautiful. Thank you so much. All right. So once we get her moving again, there we are. So this is a time when somehow got muted. Okay. This is a time of returning to your own fire and light. This is a time when you're going to honor and dedicate yourself to your own power of regeneration. I want you to think about this. I want you to let this really sink in. Most of us have been incredibly busy the last several months. We have given over our energy over to the holidays, to gift giving, to planning, all of those things. And many of us feel like, oh my goodness, I need to rest. This is my time of rejuvenation. While society has us kind of running around, scampering around, getting ready for the holiday, getting ready for Christmas and shopping and parties, we owe it to ourselves to spend some time allowing our being to regenerate. And that's going to mean something different to everybody. So we'll have some time later on to think about that and to talk about that. So I love this, that the ancient indigenous peoples believed that this is the time the moon gave birth to the sun. And it's beautiful. Again, the feminine giving birth to the masculine. And so it is a time when you begin to look at the giving birth of your own creations. And it's not time yet to make those creations happen. They're still in hibernation with you. So this is a time to enjoy your inner journey. And that is so critical as we're giving over so much energy to the people we love and to the holidays. It's time to honor that inner journey as well, and to make time for it. So once again, I don't know why my lovely little computer decides it doesn't want to move itself. So bear with. for some of us, this has been a dark time. We have faced the pandemic, and it seems to be resurfacing and resurfacing. We have seen challenges in our country and in our world. And I want you to understand that it has not diminished you, that you still have that inner strength, that inner core. And I want you to begin to commit yourself today to the following. It's time, in a sense, to wait. This is a time of patience, like that of an expectant mother who can sense the spirit of the child within, but must wait until the actual quickening that physical life is truly within her. We must wait in the darkness of midwinter, and this is not easy for most of us who are not comfortable with the dark, silence, resting, and dreaming. But let's just take that in for a minute. This is a time of patience. This is a time of holding within us all the creations that we are going to birth. And when we look at Imbolc in February, we'll understand some of the seeds that are to be planted. But in the meanwhile, in the darkness, we're cultivating them. We may feel just a little spark. We can't quite put our fingers on it. But if we wait, if we're patient, all those things will come to pass. So it is said that the holiday of the winter solstice celebrates the presence of spirit and the power of faith and hope that our visions of the future will come into manifestation. So we're being asked, we're being invited to know that what we need to do now is to pray and hope that the light will return. Winter solstice is not about having the light, it's about carrying hope and moving toward a vision that we will work to make a reality. So can you get that? Can you feel that need or that desire to hold steady, to wait, to allow the growth of what is happening within you to have its time of gestation? So I just kind of want to open the mic a little bit, unmute yourself, and share with me a little bit, and share with your sisters here a little bit about holding that patience and waiting with faith and hope. Anyone want to share?
Bonnie, it's Amala. I guess I'm swishing around the spaciousness that's necessary for patience. I have great patience for other people, not so much for myself. And I remember it was during one of our priestess circles that I pulled a card that spoke to patience. And so it's certainly been in my field, for the last couple of months. And I don't know how well that I'm doing it, but I'm certainly doing a lot more allowing of whatever does come up to come up, and to be kinder to myself, whoever comes up, however mature or immature. And yeah, I'm and it's good to be reminded that this is the time of gestation, that the creativity will again flow, more readily when it's time, and that it's doing its own swishing around right now.
I love that swishing around. Thanks, Amala. Yeah, many of us are not good at waiting. It's I have to be doing. I have to be making something happen. Well, you are making something happen. You are bringing yourself to a point of regeneration in this process. And what could be more relevant than that at this point in time? To sit back from all that we have experienced during this very busy, very light-filled, extraordinary time in the history of the world, and let ourselves be given, in a sense, a new life within. So thank you. Anyone else want to share anything? Thank you, Amala.
Thank you.
Hi, this is Cynthia. I was
Cynthia, hi.
trying to follow the model of so many creatures in nature and think of this as a period of hibernation. And yeah, thanks for reminding us that, it just, I depend on things like the sun will rise tomorrow, but also the steadfast march of time that Mother Nature unfurls for us, and the days getting longer. And it's faith. I never thought about it as faith before, but it's true. So thank you.
You're welcome. So this is also a time to remember and to move back a little bit in time and see, I mentioned in the opening about gratitude, and I found these statements that actually come from the Old Testament that I thought, yes, did we stop and think about the fact that we build on foundations we did not lay? We warm ourselves by fires that we did not light. We sit in the shade of trees that we did not plant. We drink from wells that we did not dig. And we profit from persons we did not know. And when you think about that, how one of my favorite expressions is stand on the shoulders of the ancestors who created all that we have. When you think about it, I mean, you flip on a switch and the light comes on, or you light a match and you can light a candle that someone else created. I mean, there's just so much to think about in terms of our gratitude for what came before. And I'm sure you can come up with many other, we eat food that was planted by and harvested by others. There's just so much that as we sit and ruminate at this time of year, these are some things that we want to think about so that we expand ourselves in a way that we're not just thinking about ourselves. We're not just thinking about who we are, what we're going to do next, but to think about all of these things and expand your heart space and open to all of the magnificence that is provided to us in our lives just by flipping a switch, just by walking into a store. It's really quite mind expanding, I think, to do that. So let's look at some ways that we can really practice this solstice, celebrate it, honor it. There are, as I was reading through information that I've gathered through the years and going online, there's just so many beautiful ways that we can consecrate and celebrate this time of year. So, never thought about this, but just creating an altar strictly for this season, this time, a Yule altar or a spiritual altar that honors the light, the return of the light. There are lots of recipes online to bake a Yule log. It's pretty cool. One of the favorites I found was giving back to nature, and they recommended if you don't already have a bird feeder, to have a bird feeder, to be putting food out for nature's creatures. And that is one way to give back to our dear, dear mother who supports everything for us. Celebrate by candlelight. Wrap gifts in nature. And I did find this one illustration where instead of fancy wrapping paper and big bows, maybe choose some things from outside, outside your door to decorate your packages with. And wanted to share this too. My chiropractor is just an amazing man. And he told me that he celebrates the solstice by sitting up almost all night and honoring the losses that he has had over the year. And that when the light comes, he goes out into the morning at the first signs of light and expresses his joy in the sunrise. That gave me goosebumps. And I just wanted to share that with you because I thought that was just a dear and precious way to honor the solstice. Or you can just sit in the dark for several moments to an hour with no distractions and be willing to allow in what you want to be yours in the future. And then light a candle to honor the return of the light. So it depends on how much time you have, where you are, how cold it is if you want to sit outside, but definitely to be in the dark. I think that you were talking a bit ago about faith, and what better way to express your faith than to allow yourself to be in the dark. Not always an easy exercise. Anybody have any comments about any of that? Oh, I have some coming in on the chat. Carol says, lovely idea, thanks to your chiropractor. I will tell him. I will tell him that.
Actually.
Very lovely man. Okay, let's see what's coming next if she'll move. This is a time of honoring unseen gifts, things that we maybe take for granted. Friendships, offering love, support, and learning. And that's such a two-way street. And many of you I know personally, and your friendship means so much to me that it is, I guess I'm just carrying on from Thanksgiving, that it's a period of time where I want to honor all the love in my life. It's a great time to connect with your inner child. Excuse me. Sit on the floor and play. If you have jacks or pickup sticks or dominoes, have fun, color, spend some time in nature. Anyone have any other unseen gifts they'd like to speak in?
I guess an unseen gift, or unseen gifts are the challenges that the year has held, and to sit with them in appreciation, which, you know, can be challenging. And to see, you know, what appreciation can arise from them.
Thank you. And honor yourself. Honor yourself for what you have come through, because it's been mighty. And whether you think you came through it well or not as well, believe me, it's time for you to congratulate yourself. You made it through. You did it with grace. And hopefully we'll be on the other side of this totally very soon. But you did it. But you did it. And so much more. So much more. Carol?
Bonnie was
Yes.
thinking of the gift of our own transformation during the year. So it's along the same line as Amy.
Wow. Awesome, Carol. Our own transformation. Mm-hmm.
And transformation for the collective as we transform.
Yes.
And
Thank you.
I'd like to add to that transformation all the ideas and perspectives that have come to me over this past year, that were not something I ever thought of before. So it's like coming from a new place, it's coming from a new self, it's coming from spirit.
Whew. Thank you, Sandria. That was exquisite. Yes.
Yes,
Go ahead.
Thank you. Just saying it's lovely. I agree. Thank you, Sandria.
And just the wisdom you're sharing now. That's what I love about this kind of celebration, is that we all get to reap the benefits of your wisdom, the things that have unfolded for you that we may have missed along the way. So thank you very much. All right. Move on. Huh. Oh, no, she just, she's having trouble with the light in the dark today. A solstice gift for you. Will you literally, right now, just take a minute, if you have your calendar there, and block out some special time just for you alone, whether you sit still, whether you write, whether you get a massage or a mani-pedi. Just go ahead. I call it white space. And even if you don't have your calendar there, write down something you want to do for yourself as we celebrate the solstice. And then I would love for you to share one thing that you'd like to do for yourself. So go ahead and speak up. Andrea?
Something that I've been trying to get myself to do for the last couple of months is Yogamidra, which is total relaxation of the whole body and mind. And that's something that's so important, that we truly and totally disconnect from everything. So tomorrow, solstice, that's what I'm going to do.
I love it. That's awesome. Thank you. Is that, can you find that on YouTube? Are there instructions on YouTube or internet perhaps?
It's an audio led program that I don't know, there might be something online that's free. I happened to get it through a gift from the Shift Network, from something that I
okay.
was doing there. Yeah,
Okay, thank you.
yeah.
Who else?
I'll piggyback on what Zandria said. I love Yoga Nidra. So that was a good reminder that that I would like to do some of that tomorrow, practice that tomorrow. And there are a lot of free resources online for ladies that might be interested. Just go to Google and type in Yoga Nidra and see what comes up.
Wow. Terrific. Who else?
I scheduled in Shabbat, which is something that I've resisted for many years. And I choose to do it differently. I'm got it scheduled. I put it into my phone. And I had already made this decision. I have like a weekly meditation, and it's out of the house. And then when I come back, I can so easily get back into recursive states. And so it occurred to me the last time that I could do much better with this. And so wouldn't it be wonderful to schedule Shabbat after, like get home, have a cup of bone broth, kiss my husband, and go upstairs and have Shabbat. And I'm thinking now, like, to light candles and bring even more intention to it, rather than just a time for myself, for a time with an intention of connecting to spirit, to Mother, Father, God.
Sweet, 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 sweet. Thank you. Kia, so nice that you're here. And Kia has written, I will give myself time to sit with colors and paint for at least 1 hour and alone with some beautiful music. That sounds delicious. Absolutely. Thank you, sweetie. It's glad to have you online. Anyone else?
Yes, I think if it's not too cold, I'm going to build a fire tonight out in the backyard and just enjoy some time out there.
Nice, Judith. Thank you. These are all great ideas. I want to do them all myself.
Come to Kansas.
Okay, well, I hope you all have literally put something in your calendar for yourself. Okay. So we're going to take a little bit of time now, and we're going to actually go into silence. And I'd like you to journal, if you have some paper and pencil, pen, whatever. What can you learn from your own silence and hibernating? And what are you going to be willing to give up over this holiday season so that you can sit in silence to dream? Interesting little questions there. So take a few minutes. It's going to be very quiet and contemplate.
what's so funny about Oakley? Yeah.
His hamster got away in the house somewhere.
Okay, so I have muted everybody, and so when you want to speak, please unmute yourself. What did this little exercise bring up for you? Just anybody, feel free to share. What's the learning in silence, and what are you willing to give up to have that silence?
Hi, this is Cynthia. I'm
Yes.
willing to give up an hour of watching the news, MSNBC, and instead, light a candle and meditate.
Ah, I love it.
Yeah.
That's great. That's just beautiful. Thanks, Cynthia.
Powerful addiction. Thank you.
Welcome. Thank you.
I'm willing to give up self-judgment of how I spend my time.
Wow. That is awesome, Sandria. Uh-huh.
Yeah.
I resemble that remark a lot. Thank you. Anyone else?
Yes. Actually, this is my time to myself is on my back deck. I love that time, but it is a routine, but over the course of this time we spent, I've realized just how important it is for me. And so I certainly will continue that and perhaps use it more productively, or maybe just enjoy the time of silence.
Mm.
And in that respect, I will give up the worry and the feelings of lack and disorder and all those things that seem to hover over me. And I thank you for this time.
Thank you.
It's brought me to where I really need to be right now.
Oh, I'm so glad, Judith. Thank you for sharing your time with us too. Anyone else?
No. So I'm ready to give up my knitting or reading when I sit by the fire.
Oh,
So
excellent.
I can really be fully present to just sitting
Ah,
in watching the fire.
beautiful.
And what I learn from silence when I do it, because I meditate quite a lot, is that soft, radiant inner joy of just being alive, and of witnessing the flow of life with every breath. So there we are.
Lovely. Lovely. Thank you very much. Wow. Y'all are hitting it right on the head. That's for sure.
What I can learn from the silence is to hear my own truer voices and not just my reaction to my busyness.
Mm.
And to listen for her and to listen for her to strengthen and crystallize rather than the diffuse voices that I've been hearing. And I'm willing to give up pockets of mindless time. I mean, there's connection to my husband during those mindless times, and he really enjoys them. And I can still take more pockets of them and regenerate.
Beautiful. So you all have presented some wonderful ways to care for yourself, do things for yourself, and to honor the silence. And I hope that you really will, that they won't just be words, but that you will really honor the things that you have committed to for yourself. So we're going to do a little meditation. And I found this lovely meditation from something called Psychic Source. So I'm going to stop this share and look at all of those amazing faces. I absolutely love you. You're so beautiful. And let me bring this up. I want you all to let me know that you can hear this when you can. So, okay, here we go.
Before you start, find yourself in a wonderfully comfortable position. And when you are ready, please close your eyes.
This will be about 10 minutes.
Let go of all your thoughts as your body, mind, soul, and spirit becomes quiet and peaceful. Let go of all your feelings and emotions. Allow yourself just to be. Gently breathe in and see with every breath how you become more and more relaxed. As you breathe out, let go of all the energy that surrounds you. Breathe out all the negative emotions, past trauma and pain, and see how gently it moves away and disappears. See how you are letting go of all the layers that you have used as protection, and how light you begin to feel. Breathe in love and see how every part of your being is filled with love. Imagine the most beautiful green emerald colors of energy filling your body, which spirals through every part of your being, and how you feel loved, relaxed, and calm. Gently breathe in and see how the air moves down your body into your feet, connecting and grounding you with the beautiful energy of Mother Earth. As you look at your feet, imagine yourself walking through a beautiful forest. Listen to the birds chirping away, singing their songs, the leaves crackling under your feet, and the wind howling in your ear. You see the trees all fast asleep, preparing and healing for spring to come. You feel the coolness of the air, and yet you feel so peaceful and at home. As you walk through the forest, you quickly become aware that your guardian angel is near and that you are not alone. As you walk along the pathway, you see a bright light on top of a mountain. As you walk closer to see the light, you realize that it is your light, shining so bright and divinely given to you at birth. Sacred and pure. As you touch this light and gently step forward into this light, you feel your whole being realigned. Every chakra and every part of your being. The light moves from your base chakra, creating the most powerful red light. See this beautiful red light infusing every part of your chakra, grounding and creating stability in your life. This light moves to your sacral chakra, creating the most powerful orange light and infusing every part of your chakra. Just feel the calmness and serenity flowing through you, healing your relationships with people, finances, and yourself. The light moves onto your solar plexus and creates the brightest yellow light, spiraling into every part of your solar plexus. Balancing your ego and your will. It then moves to your heart chakra and creates the most powerful and brightest green light, infusing your heart with love and healing. This light moves to your throat chakra and creates a beautiful bright blue light, activating and clearing your throat chakra. The light then moves to your third eye and creates a magical indigo light, clearing and activating your third eye. The light moves to your crown chakra, an exquisite violet light, powerful and divine, balancing and opening your crown chakra. The light has now balanced and healed every chakra within your body. You feel this light release all the layers you have kept as protection, layers that were placed on you from one generation to the next. Just as the trees set free their leaves, gently observe how all the layers disappear and see how you are bathing in your own beautiful light. You feel free and so divinely at peace. As you breathe this light in, it fills every part of your mind, body, and soul. Taking a step back from this light, you feel so different. You feel enlightened, rejuvenated, and renewed. You feel every part of your being is new, transformed, and ready for everything the universe has to offer. Imagine yourself now walking down the mountain. You feel as light as a feather, ready to take this new you into the world. As you kindly thank this light for shining so bright, thank it for being your guide from one year to the next. Walking gently back through the forest, you glide along the path, as it all feels so light and effortless. This burning fire within you lightens your path as you take every step forward. You thank your guardian angel for their delightful companionship of support and guidance. As you find yourself among the trees, you see how you planted your seeds for the coming year. filled by love, filled by desire, and a step closer to your soul. Just trust and let them grow. See how your dreams and goals find their roots, a strong foundation that will hold. Gently focus on bringing your energy back into your body and the comfortable space you are in. Take a few deep breaths into your body. Feel how it flows down into your feet, grounding you. This change in the new you. When you are ready, just open your eyes and bring this new you into every step that you take from this day going forward. Allow the seeds that you planted today to grow. Fertilize them with faith and love, and they will be part of your future growth. Gently breathe in and allow yourself to be who you were meant to be, and allow your light to guide you wherever you go. Bright blessings for a happy and healthy new year.
Oh, my goodness. Bear with. Oh my. Okay. So what happened for you in that meditation? Anything in particular you want to share?
Bonnie, that was fantastic. I actually felt myself, sinking into that. And I wrote down, glide along the path. I'm going to hold on to that for this time and for the year to come, to glide along the path. I love that. Thank you.
Thank you, Cynthia. Beautiful. Anybody else? I thought she had the sweetest voice. I just loved her sweet little feminine, powerful at the same time. Yeah. So we have journaled, and I do want to give you a minute if there's anything that you wanted to jot down from the visions that you received during the meditation. There's so many amazing meditations on YouTube, anywhere in on the internet, and guided meditation for some of us, actually clearing our mind and not having little voices nya 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 in our heads is not easy. And so guided meditation for me has always been the way to go, and I do recommend that. If you feel that regular meditation in silence is a little difficult for you, by all means go to guided meditation, because it will serve the same purpose and it will release you. There's another release in there, that you don't have to narrate your own meditation, that someone else can do that for you. So just a thought there. We have a comment. Oh, Kia, thank you so much. Beautiful meditation. I got warm all over and smiling. Thank you, Kia. It's wonderful to have you here. Kia's in Sweden. So I imagine it's pretty dark in Sweden right now, right, Kia? Yeah. It's so nice to have you international folks with us too, Carol in France and Kia in Sweden. Okay, so just a couple more minutes and let's see, another chat. Oh, Pia says her internet is not so stable. Okay, understood. So I would be remiss if I did not give a shout out about our amazing Sovereign Women Living the New Earth Vision event online worldwide on January 29th and 30th. We have the most incredible lineup of facilitators for this 2-day event to share wisdom, their wisdom from all corners of the world about how to hold and share a vision for 2022 together as sisters. Many of you are priestesses, and it's very reasonably priced. If you will go to wisetransformation.com, it is on the main page. It's also on the page Sovereign Women 2022. We have some oldie but goodie facilitators who've been with us for a while, but we have a cast of brand new facilitators that will be bringing magical thoughts and wisdom and vision for the year ahead. So check it out. See if this is something that you might enjoy. Again, online, you can be in your jammies, whatever, and bring in the new year with new excitement and enthusiasm. And then my wonderful partner, Judy Keating, will be leading a Capricorn new moon ceremony on Sunday, January 2nd, 2022. It's going to be pre-recorded, and she will send out that link to all of you as well. So we are so, so grateful at Wise Transformation for the time that you share with us, for the blessings that you are in our lives. And we hope that we are bringing you some things to think about, some sense of community and feeling some togetherness, even though we're apart. And so I'd like to open it up for some last thoughts from everyone before we wish you a happy and peaceful and loving solstice. So who would like to say a few words?
Thank you, Bonnie, for bringing us together yet again and bringing your light to us to remind us about the returning of the light. And I think for me, I choose to have a keyword of regeneration, and to, at moments when I find myself all too involved in the busy, to remember that, and to allow myself to be inspired by that.
Thank you, Amala, and thank you for sharing your wisdom today too. It's beautiful.
Come here.
Anyone else? Final thoughts?
I wanted to say thank you as well, Bonnie. I feel so relaxed now, and I am getting ready to run out the door to work and jump into the circus. So I'm going to have to shake that off early. But it was a wonderful few minutes, and I really appreciate you doing this.
Thank you, Joy. It's so nice to see you and have you with us. Not too much busyness, Joy, just a little. Take care, dear.
Well, thank you, Bonnie. This has been a wonderful hour, and the thought that I'm going to carry through in the next coming days is patience. I really need that, and thank you.
Thank you, Judith,
for that reminder.
Many blessings, dearest. So Michelle says she has to go and thanks us all.
Bonnie, I appreciate this so much, and thank you to everyone who online with me. I truly sank into kind of the collective energy of all you beautiful women during the meditation. I live alone with a poodle, and having the sense of isolation with all the pandemic stuff, I felt everybody's energy, and it was nice. Thank you.
Beautiful. Thank you.
And I just would like to add something to remember that while we're hibernating, cosmic energies are coalescing to make our dreams come true for the new year.
Oh, sweet. Thank you, Zandria. That is lovely, lovely, lovely.
Thank you, Bonnie.
Thank you.
I would thank you all. It was lovely to be able to be part of this.
Thank you, Carol.
The time difference enabled it.
We hope we will see you all late in January again, and on January 2nd for the moon ceremony, and many blessings in the new year. And ad infinitum. So much love.